Wonder Woman 1984, the brand new DC film, and of course is a sequel to the 2017 film. And of course, every time there's a sequel, and definitely when it's the second movie of a franchise, everyone's going to ask the question, so is this movie better than the first one? No. But the gap between the first one and the second one is a small margin. This film is solid. It is well put together. There are great character moments, and not by just Diana or Wonder Woman, her as Wonder Woman and her doing certain bits and certain pieces, and the action, yes, the action is fantastic, all of that, but the emotional hook of the story is still there that the first film had. But it's just that whole thing, like, hey, I just prefer the first one better than the second one. It's that whole thing, and what you have here in the first hour is a movie that takes its time, because this is a long movie. This is 2 hours and 31 minutes long. So you're like, hope every minute counts, and it does. You understand the villains. You understand Maxwell Lord. You understand Cheetah. These characters that feel more human. They felt more relatable, or at least you understand why they're doing stuff they're doing, versus the villains of the first one with Ares and Dr. Poison, where they just became cartoony and just felt like, okay, these villains are just there to push on the hero's journey. And that is the case with this movie, but these characters are more fleshed out. These characters have a more meat to chew on. That is absolutely, engage you with the audience. They give time with Diana, because the first hour, there's not much Wonder Woman. There's not much Wonder Woman in the first hour. There's like 4 actual, it's like after, there's like a quick action sequence, which is in the trailers at the mall, but outside of that, Diana doesn't, flex any bullets with her gauntlets or use the lasso in that first hour. And it doesn't feel like you're checking the clock. It's like, where's the lasso? You're not, because you understand Diane, you understand her struggles, you understand where she's putting in the story and how it all fits in this situation. And it really it does make it real. It makes when the action does happen, when you have the superhero elements, that it feels more grounded and human, while you have you have a character with a lasso, a person who has turned into a human cheetah. Like, it's not, it feels like, this feels right, this feels natural. There's these moments that just feel very natural towards it. And I will say this, with the performances, like, Kristen Wiig and Chris Pine do a really well done job, and along with the Mandalorian himself, Pastor Pascal, he does a really good job as Maxwell Lord. But of course, the standout is Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, because what you have here is an actor who you can see is improving. Because if you watch that first Fast and Furious film that she was in, which I think was her first movie ever, you can go, ooh, are we applying that she's a Wonder Woman now? Like, if you just watch that. But out through her career, and out through, definitely through this movie, you can say, hey, she is putting a better performance that she pulled from the first film, or from BBS, or from Justice League. And, probably both versions of Justice League. But, and seeing this more well fleshed out character, and she is like perfection as the character. She is perfection as Diana, and perfection as Wonder Woman. It's really, she is probably still going to be the star that we'll point to, just because she's improving, and we're witnessing her improving, and it's showing. I mean, there's a reason why she's playing Cleopatra. So there's that. Now, the one thing I will say with this movie that might draw people out from the theaters, all of your streaming service. Because if you don't know, this film is going to be in theaters as well, but it's going to be on streaming on HBO Max in the US. So you never know in this situation. But that this film is clearly inspired by the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. And there's a level of cheesiness to those movies. There's a level of goofiness towards those movies. And there's that level, like Washington, D.C., which is what this movie is 100%, 95% set in, is Gotham. It is corrupt as hell. You got people, crooks and people grabbing and, crooks and killers and every corner left and right. It's Gotham, but it's Washington, D.C., but except Batman's, Wonder Woman. Yeah, you got that. You got a little bit of slapstick. You got this. You got Barbara. You got, Cheetah being this, before she's Cheetah, she is this, like, the Clark Kent type character who's, like, very goofy and very, like, people don't have much time with her, and she's just fumbling around, and there's a level of that cheesiness, which I kind of really like. Yeah, it's been a while since we had this, right? It's been, like, since, like, 78, it was, like, since 1980, since we have a good version of these, like, just fun comic movies with a lot of heart towards it. And but I will say this, if you are not a fan, if you're not a fan of those, definitely the first two Superman movies with Christopher Reeve, if you find them cheesy, goofy, outdated, just don't like them, whatever the reason is, maybe you haven't seen them, which I would say, treat yourself, go watch them, they're really good. There's a level of that, and that might draw you out to it. It's not a lot, and there's a lot of 80s stuff. It's a lot of, like, fanny packs, because Steve Trevor is doing he's the fish out of water. There's a lot of fanny packs, or Hot Tarts, or oh my god, soda. Like, there's a bit of that fish out of water going, oh my god. But there's a nice balance towards it that I feel. But I will say this, if that first hour kind of bugs you, hopefully maybe the last, like, 98 minutes of the movie will have you what you wanted. Plus, there's a post-credit scene. I don't know if that's hinting the third film, or the Amazon spin-off. I don't know if it's meant to just be an Easter egg, whatever that meant to be, but there's a post-credit sequence. Just put it out there. But yeah, I enjoyed the film. I really, for the last movie to come out, or at least I'm reviewing for this film, for this year, not a bad one to go out. Not a bad one. It's a really wonderful movie. Everybody's face palming right now.